125 pounds. 125 pounds is what Garmin want to charge me to replace my watch. What happened with the Garmin Solar Instinct, one of my favorite watch? As you guys know, I have my Garmin Instinct Solar since 2022. I had already done like 2 or 3 reviews on my channel. You can find the review in Spanish, the review in English, and one video special I did explaining how you do the intervals on the watch, something I didn't know. So I start find out, then I did the video and explain for people. I got really, really nice reviews. Some of my friends in person, or some people I know in internet, they comment and they said they got the same watch, minimum 6-7 people around the world. They said, I got this watch because of the review you did, or because of the feedback you give, and you said the watch was good, etc., etc. The price is not too much. If you put in comparison with Garmin Fenix and in another brands that like Sunto, they're Coros doing like really expensive watch, Apple, etc., etc. Anyway, I got this watch in 2022 by Amazon, and I did it with insurance. I paid 20 pounds insurance. So the watch at the beginning was working nicely and properly. The thing is, like, because I live in Dover, as you guys know, I don't have mountains. So all the elevation I train here is kind of like I discovered, then after I know, say, oh, this one must be 90 because the watch said. The thing is, I start having problems when you start knowing the route and you know exactly like, that doesn't seem accurate. One day I did Dover to Dymchurch. I didn't do video that day, but the elevation was 1,400 and absolutely was not right. I'm sure it was no 1,400 meters, no feet. And a little bit like that, another day, another problem, another day, another problem. And in the end, I decided to contact Garmin and say, look, something's going on with my watch. I need the elevation be accurate because I'm training for big races, for ultramarathons, and I need to know what I'm training because I cannot go, obviously, my brain is not going to say, the watch said you did 5,000, then I did 5,000. Of course, you know when something is not right. But at the same time, you pay for something and you want to have the results you're paying for. So I activate the guarantee and they changed me the watch. But what they did, the guarantee was valid for once only. That means if something happened with the second watch then send me, the warranty was not valid. And they sent me another watch, same color, but was not new. It was clear. The watch was kind of like, it's not second hand, but it's not brand new, if you know what I mean. The watch start working normally, like little bit difference here, difference there, but I'm talking about like 10-15 meters and nothing special. First time I got several problems was in Portugal, Serra Amarela 2023. I was in the middle of the race and I checked with another runner. In my head, the race was 2,400 meters. Then I checked my watch, 2,200. Then I said, oh, we're nearly done with elevation. Now it just go down. I checked with another guy, 600 meters difference. When you're in a race, an ultramarathon, or any race like demands a big distance, a big effort, and you need your brain to be focused on what you're doing, and you have your game plan, and you have everything like a program in your head. I'm gonna do this here and this there, and a specific distance and speed and pace and everything, controlling your food, controlling your cramps and everything in your body. And something like that happened that take you totally out of the focus what you're having. And that day, when I felt 600 meters was missing in my watch, I said, oh God, it's like, how am I gonna do it now? I didn't know where I was. And the second time happening badly was last year in the PDA in Valderrama, and this was horrendous because I was doing one of the last climbing after the kilometer 42, 43. Was nearly at the end. In my head was like, okay, 13, 14 kilometers to go. So I checked my elevation and my watch was 2,800. And I knew, but the statistic of the race was about 3,200, 3,300. Then I said, like, okay, around 500 meters to go. Then I said, okay, I can manage this one. And I'm going to organize myself to have one salt, one gel to the last push, and everything was all right. And suddenly I asked for another runner passing next to me. I said, so just to double check with you, how much elevation is in your watch? 1,800. I said, what? 1,800? That cannot be right. I checked mine, 2,800. 1,000 difference. You know what that happens? How affect me in my head? The thing is, I was on the way to think, okay, now the last push, and just down after, finish the race, everything, flowers and lights and fireworks and everything. And suddenly I felt like the world was in my shoulders because it's in a race like that, you go on going about the cutoffs. You need to complete the time in every cutoff. And if you thinking you're going somewhere and you share your watch and they give you the wrong information, you can mess up with everything. In my case, going from England to Pyrenees include logistic, money, transport, place to stay, money, week, how far from family. It's a lot of things. And because of this, can put everything to waste. And the last, and this was ridiculous. Last Friday, I went around with some friends in Folkestone. Obviously, I know the area. I know by fact the elevation is around 400, 500 maximum. If you do some ups and downs and repeat some hills, you can do like 40 here, 50 there, 60, 78, and in the end, you do like 500. If you do 1,000, it's because you'll be like for 5 hours up and down, up and down. Anyway, we did a run with a group of people from the Hellfire Events crew. And most of the guys were like 300 meters, 400 meters. And when we finished the training, was 17 kilometers. Most of them, 420 meters elevation. Guess what? Mine. I'm going to post the picture to you guys. I'm not going to believe it. 4,022 meters. 3,600 elevation extra. It's like in top of what everybody did. I did the Aneto in Spain. Or I did the nearly four times the Ben Nevis in UK. That's ridiculous. The thing is, I contacted Garmin yesterday, and one of the guys in the customer service, my fault, I contacted the Garmin US. So they said, try to talk with the Garmin UK, maybe they're going to be able to help you. I talked with one lady this morning, the name is Beck. I want to believe Beck is a lady, maybe it's a man, I don't know. The thing is, we start talking, I explained the situation, I gave the serial number of my watch. Suddenly she said, I'm going to put the video of the conversation I have on the site. And he said, like, I think we're going to have to replace your watch. I said, oh, sounds interesting. What I have to do for this replacement? Because it's not something like what I do now. I said, no, you're going to have to pay a fee of £125 for the replacement. And then I said, wait a minute. I need to pay £125 for you send me the same watch that I'm having problems since 2022. I changed it once because of the elevation, miscalibration, and they sent me the same one with the same problem, and now I have to pay £125 to send me another one, the same. Why I need to send £125 to Garmin to get the same watch, and no one is going to resolve? I'm not even going to have the guarantee that it's going to be working properly. I don't understand this. So because the guarantee is not valid after 90 days, the watch is not my problem. It's not working. It's not my fault. It's not working. I don't want nothing for free. I don't want nothing. I said, I don't want you to send me the Garmin Phoenix, and you don't want to send me nothing. I just want this working. I don't need to pay £125 to fix this one. Then all the reviews I done, talking about how amazing the watch is, how good, how light, how amazing is the battery, how is everything, like everything is rubbish then, because I cannot talk about this watch anymore, because I'm not going to be responsible for someone texting me from Peru, from United States, and I watched your video, then I watched this watch, and it's rubbish, because I'm going to have to agree with them. So this is my like, it's terrible. I say this is the moment I'm going to have to express all my disappointment with Garmin. Probably they're never going to watch this video because they don't care about the low people. They don't care about the runners that are not famous, with no big social media, with not a lot of followers. I said to this lady in the chat, the customer support today, I said like, this is not fair. I said, no, it's fair because it's the rules are the same for everybody. I said, that's not true. I know by a fact, because I know runners in person, no someone told me. I know by a fact runners in my Instagram, because they have thousand followers, Garmin send a watch for them for free. They send them for free. They're not even customers, and they send a watch for free. And I am a customer since 2015. Then they asked me for £125 to fix the watch I bought with the guarantee, and it's not working. That's not fair. Guys, I want you to let me know in your comments down below. What is your opinion? What's your advice to me? If I should change Garmin, if I should like give up of Garmin, go to Chorus, go to Sunto, go to Apple. No, because even if I love Apple for the iPhone, but I don't feel like running with Apple. But anyway, I want your comments. Is something like that happened with your watch? Which one brand you recommended to me this time? Because usually I always saying Garmin. I want you to recommend me something different. I want you to give me your opinion. What do you think about this? Because I'm not happy with Garmin. I'm not paying £125 for a watch. I pay already £280. They are not gonna pay. The last time I sent it, I was 1 month without my watch. Then they sent me another one, was not even brand new, with the same problem. And now I don't have a watch because the watch is not working properly. And obviously I don't have money to buy a new watch. And it's so upsetting because I have races coming. Then I need to know how much elevation I'm doing. I'm not talking about 10, 15 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters. I'm talking about 3,600 damn elevation meters. Then I need to know what I'm doing, because one day I'm going to be doing my training and say, okay, I'm going to go home because I did my session. Then I'm going to recognize. So no, 3,600 meters extra. It's not a bit. It's a lot. Then I don't want to pay £125 because I don't have to pay because I don't have the money. Even if I had the money, I'm not. If I had the money, I go to another company. Definitely, because I'm so disappointed. Guys, this is my video for today. I'm so upset. I talked with this lady this morning. Sorry, went dry because I was upset. I talked with this lady this morning and they didn't help me in anything. And now, sir, and in the last of the option, we can offer you a 20% discount if you purchase a new watch. 20% discount is nothing. I want my bloody watch working. End of conversation. I want my watch working. If someone on Garmin watch this one, they're gonna lose a customer. I know I'm too little for them to be worried because I'm too, like, my channel is little. I don't have too many subscribers, and it's not like they lost one or two upset customers. It's not gonna change how big Garmin is. But I'm gonna make the life miserable talking about Garmin and how disgraceful is this customer service. Terrible. I'm so upset.